Hey everyone, it's your host Cyber, and welcome to another video. I'm going to tell you guys this is not a great video to listen to if you're very sensitive of the PS5 and GameStop. Yeah, it's not one of the videos that I didn't want to make, but I had to speak about it because apparently this is a huge issue, and I've been fearing of this day for a very long time, and yeah, someone had to do it. So, if you guys aren't aware of, our nation is going through a huge problem where protesting is like out of control, rioting and looting is out of control, and our country is basically right now defenseless. um, um, and the worst part about this is that the next generation of consoles has been announced and revealed, and I kind of feel very bad for those consoles because they're going to be releasing to an era now that physical media is basically going to be gone instantaneously, and I'm going to explain that. So, if you guys aren't aware, George Floyd is a black individual who was being going to be arrested for certain crimes that he have committed, and unfortunately ended up into a bad situation where a cop put his knee onto the officer's neck, not the officer's, but the individual's neck for at least 8 minutes and 41 seconds. He lost conscience within 4 minutes, and the last 4 minutes is until he died. It's very sad, and I give my condolences to the family for losing a loved one. I know that can be very hard to endure and know that a police murdered your son or child, and it can be very frustrating, and I can totally feel that. But the problem here is not because of what the actions of this cop did, is the actions of the protesters that is going to make the next generation very much terrible. And I'm going to explain to you why. If you guys are aware, PS5 came out with two different editions: the all digital edition, and the physical media edition, and they look pretty cool. I can't lie, it looked pretty amazing for hardware wise, but the problem here is that it's not the consoles itself. It is GameStop's problem. And I bet you 99% of you don't go to Walmart to buy a game, don't go to Target to buy a game. You go directly to GameStop to buy a physical game because that store has to deal with games only. They do other things, but games, mostly games. And you can buy awesome games for low prices. You can trade in games that you either didn't want or just you buy it, but then you're like, oh, this is crap, and then you want a refund, and they give you a refund on the spot, etc., etc. The problem here is that looters during protesting, which people consider, oh, it's people protesting, which when you riot and looting, it no longer becomes a peaceful protest. You're becoming a violent protest because you're committing violent acts of crimes against businesses who has done nothing to you, and stealing from them, making them have to spend more money when they're already in a deficit or a situation that they're going to be ending up in going out of business anyways. So why do something to a company such as GameStop just because you want to make a point over someone's death? I can understand Black Lives Matter, but this isn't the right way to do it, and rioting and looting isn't the best way to solve a situation. You're just showing the government that they're right, that you're wrong, and they're right, and you're incapable of doing anything, and you're basically making the government win. I'm sorry. But the problem here is that not only that people are looting GameStop, but they're stealing all the merchandise that GameStop has spent hundreds and hundreds of thousands either repairing, getting trust from companies to sell those items. Those companies are also being affected too. People are setting GameStops on fire, which is causing over hundreds of thousands of dollars of physical damage to the property, which makes it uninhabitable, unworkable, and on you can't use it as a business anymore because you would have to spend more money to repair than you would have to do than buying a new spot. And this is where it comes to the problem is that I know that a lot of people are very frustrated and very angry at the government and want to defund the police, and I understand that. And I'm not here to make any political kind of statement. I'm just here to talk about why this is an issue. The problem here is that GameStop is not going to be here anymore. They're going to be going out of business because people are more interested into digital content than they are with physical content, and that is the truth and factor here. And I feel completely bad about it. But what can you do? They're already in a situation where they're already laying off a bunch of employees. They're closing a bunch of stores because they're not making enough money to keep them open. And when people do these kind of things like steal and riot, not only that they are harming the business, but they're going to make it be bankrupt fast sooner than later. And it's just very sad. I know that I shouldn't be, you know, praising them or like not praising them or whatever you like to put it, but I feel that they're helpless because they're there watching their stores that they worked their ass off to grow, and knowing that they are going about to go bankrupt and not able to you know make their investors happy, it's very bad for them. And I'm going to explain to you why. GameStop is one of those companies who are is a go-to kind of company. Whenever you need money, or not, whenever you need money for that, and you want to do a trading game, that's the place to go. If you need to trade in a game because you want to trade it for a different game, you can do that for the same amount of price. If you bought a game, you're brand new, or even you are actually brand new, and then you open the package and you and you start playing the game and you end up don't liking the game, you can return the game and get your money back. However, if GameStop is no longer here anymore, and where are we going to get our games? If you go to Walmart, you can get your games at Walmart, Target, etc., etc. But their policies for returning games are fucking stupid. So the policies for most stores who sell also games, not GameStop, excluding GameStop because GameStop they have a really better system. Once you purchase a game, and you open the wrapping, you play the game, and then you don't like the game, you can't just return it. Most of the policies will tell you, okay, once you open it, you can't return it, we won't accept it, and you won't get a refund. So it's like basically saying fuck off and refund. You're basically stuck with the game, and you end up either selling it to someone online or something, and then you're just basically wasted $60 on a game. And the worst thing is that there's no pre-used games in Walmart, Target, etc., etc. You basically have to either sell it online for pre-used or just live on that you spent $60 on a shitty game and you're basically stuck with it. And this is where it comes to why it harms the next generation of consoles, because if GameStop goes out of business and you buy physical media for your PS5 or Xbox Series X, and you end up to not being able to get your money back or return the item for the money that you spent the whole amount of money on because of their policy, you're just not only been ripped off, but it's not the next generation is going to be the worst of all because of how trade-ins are going to work, and especially if GameStop goes out of business. So I wanted to put my point out there. If you are a looter or protester, please do not riot or do not loot GameStop, because people love their physical media, and when you steal from GameStop and GameStop no longer is in business, where are people going to get their games? They can't just get a game and then refund. They expect to get money back from Walmart or Target. They just have to be stuck with the game or just sell the game online, which they have to pay for to ship to you in the long run. So this is why I made this video, And this is why I think that it was really important for me to talk about it, because all what's happening around the world is very devastating, and seeing everything all this happening, seeing GameStop being destroyed simply because of George Floyd and everything's going to shit. I just think that everyone needs to chill out and say, you know what, this is not peaceful, and I hope everything gets better. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.